up, my dudes? It's Sui again, and we're here, continuing our one-handed sword playthrough. Moving on to the Ruined City, the nice beginning portion of the game, going through the area leading all the way up to the Butterfly Delirium. So, that's what we have in order, so let's go ahead and get right to it.
That makes it easier to get up and down.
Oh, I'm a murder. My ass. I haven't seen. I'll be a. As you travel, I collect even it. So if you remember to greet it, I'd like you to greet it. I'd like you.
Okay, let's get this task done. You have to take whatever you can use. This way leads into the old city. I'm on my way. Map of the depths. Let's take it to Davis. Sorry. Moving out. It's up ahead. This is really it. That's something. Expectations exceeded. That settles it. You are absolutely vital to our operation. There are more blood springs ahead, but the miasma is blocking the way forward. Do you think you could clear it for us again? Thank you. We know where two springs are thanks to past expeditions. Let's go have a look at them. The territory up ahead is teeming with the lost. Watch yourself. Now this place is a home for the lost. Back there's a real gem. Cruises. Everyone was... Can we make it through before we're noticed? Bring it any time. Not great in tight quarters. Quite a town. Too bad. Should find better ground. No harm in being prepared. Something we can use? Good stuff. Break into my quarters. It's the parking garage. Look down below. Looks like a graveyard.
A little boy.
Hey, that's...
I must be letting my image slip.
How's this? Ha! They're definitely lurking around here. It's hard to see up ahead. Hey, what is it? You okay? Yo, Louis. You smell that?
Yeah. Human blood. An escapee?
Now, where did she run off to?
Huh?
Hey, chumps! What the hell are you doing here?
None of your business.
Oh, really? Then tell me this. Why would scum like you have the sweet stink of a human on ya? The girl belongs to us. Put your paws on our property and your ash. That clear? Fresh blood is some powerful stuff. You hanging in there? So, what's the plan now? We know it's just a matter of time until they find that missing human.
You know the plan.
Hell yeah. Let's hope she hasn't been devoured by horrors yet.
Government-made ladder. We won't let it go to waste.
No harm in being prepared. This place must have been really busy once.
Stand out like a sore thumb.
Nice work, Eagle Eye. You have to take whatever you use.
gem.
Branch of the path.
Damn you! Let's open it up and see, shall we? Anytime. That didn't take too much effort. That's a pathetic disguise.
But is that really okay?
Hey, that's... Dogfish before they can even disperse. Pick up something we can use? Choose your ground well. Bring it anytime. It's a nice view, but I wouldn't want to live here. What are they even trying to dig up? Thorn's in a helpful place for once. That's a real gem. below the parking structure. Hey, that's joyful. We can climb up here. I always look forward to this. You have to take whatever you can use. Don't run too far ahead. Want to take a break? Missile up above. No harm in being prepared. Don't run off on me now. I always look forward to this. Bring it in. Time to clean up. Yeah, that was a fight. That's a real gem.
Sorry, Louis. I'm afraid it's so baby.
This could fall at any time, huh? This is serious. Here for a real fight. No harm in being prepared. Let's open it up and see, shall we? You have to take whatever you can use. Here's a fight that looks interesting. Bet this park was a nice place to hang out. This place used to be a park, huh? Want to rest? head on down. That statue.
Kevin,
Was a boy. Wish we could take it home with us.
Hey, that's resonance. Sorry.
Moving out.
Bring it any time. This might be a good time to run. How's this?
Looks tough to me. We should avoid combat. I've come back to life again.
Don't mess with the best, right?
Is that white thing a cocoon?
Okay, cool. So, gonna have to retry that, because I guess some people found it convenient to interrupt me while I'm recording, so we're gonna have to try this again. Well, this fight again. This is round 2.
Watch your regeneration.
You awake?
You? I remember you. Where's the girl? Answer me! Where did you take her?
We're taking custody of the girl.
That human belongs to us. We will take her back.
Humans aren't property. They have the same right to live that any of us do.
Don't give me that noble act. They have no rights. And why shouldn't we feed on them? We're the ones keeping them safe after all. Why were we kicked out of our graves? Who did we die for? Again and again at the Queen's hand. We writhe with this terrible thirst. We live in fear of joining the ranks of the lost. And for whose sake? It's all in the service of humans. If blood is the only price they have to pay, then they have a pretty good deal.
That doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want with them.
And what about the rights of revenants? Huh? It's not like we're choosing to live this way because it's such a barrel of laughs.
That should be enough to get you through a month or so.
Whoa, whoa, hold on a minute.
Just make sure that you and I never cross paths again. This is your one and only warning.
No way. The Crimson Sword?
I guess we'll be rationing for a while. Oh well. What is lost can be found again, huh?
I swear I'll end it. The Revenant's suffering must end.
I bet she ran deeper inside. Let's go in after her.
Okay, we can trace the flow of the blood beads from here. Just a sec. Give me a moment to finish this, then we can head out. Our destination is this way. This should get us there.
We set? All right then. I know you're there.
What are you?
Stay back! I'm the one who decides how I live! I won't listen to you anymore!
That's fine. Just put down the knife.
I'm sick and tired of it! Day after day having my blood sucked by every passing revenant! I'm not an animal!
You're right. And we can help you. I know someone who can take you to one of the government shelters for humans. If you ask, they'll take you in, and you'll be able to live in safety.
What?
You won't have to spend your days living in fear of revenants anymore. Although you will be asked to donate blood.
It's a trick. Do you really think I'm going to fall for that?
Everything you need to know is on that paper. You're the one who decides how you live.
But why?
I think the time for sacrifices is over. That's all. All right, we should hurry.
Sorry about things. I think.
It seems harsh. She's gotta do what she's gotta do. And we need to continue our investigation. This elevator is safe, right? Keep exploring and the miasma clears, more revenants should return in search of blood beads. Don't run too far ahead. The way is still narrow. Proceed with care.
This place has changed completely, too.
Yeah. Seems like everything's changed since the Great Collapse. The only thing that stayed the same is our appearance. Come on. We won't find the source by reminiscing.
It's my fault.
You say something, Louis?
No.
Why didn't I?
Is this Is this really my...
Hey there, Louis. Are your classes done for the day?
Is Cruz awake?
She sure is. In fact, she seems to be in a pretty good mood today, too. Go on ahead and see her. Here's your visitation pass.
Thanks.
And then, what did the professor say?
He said, well, there's no cure like the obscure.
Another groaner.
I hope the experiments end soon. So, how are you feeling?
I'm fine. Could be worse. Your sister has been taking good care of me, so don't worry. I'm the only one who can do it. And I have you and the others watching over me. So I'll be okay. Anyway, enough about that. I want to hear more of your stories from school.
Oh, you're here early again, Louis. Is school on a break right now?
Yeah. The professors are devoting all their time to research lately. How's Cruz?
Well, we're having a hard time suppressing what's causing the rejection. Ordinarily, we wouldn't let you see her.
I see. Thanks. I appreciate it. Does it hurt?
Yeah. Why?
Huh?
Why does it have to be me?
Cruz, are you okay?
I won't stop fighting. I won't give up. So stay with me. Please. Please, Louis. I'm sorry.
Cruz, I can't.
Louis. Stop me. Please. Please. Kill me.
I can't! What have I done?
Someone help!
Save yourself.
Karen! It's my fault. Why didn't I?
completely sure what happened back then. All I know is that when I finally came to, I was a revenant. I heard a lot of folks died then, but
That was real. A genuine memory from my past. From when the Queen... from when Cruz frenzied. Guess I can't really hide anything from you, huh? Nobody would want to relive that. I couldn't stop Cruz from going into a frenzy. So many people lost their lives, including my sister. I wanted to forget my frailty. But if we can find the source and ensure a stable supply of blood beads, then revenants will be freed from their thirst. Once that happens, there will no longer be any need for Silva's levy system, and humans and revenants will finally be able to live together in peace. I'm going to take responsibility for my past. I think it's the least I can do.
Then stop talking about it, and let's get it done. Are we ending this nightmare or what? You can't charge forward if you're always looking back.
Yeah, I know.
Wondering what was the significance of that cutscene and all that vestige stuff. Well, actually, coming here and triggering all that gives you the last piece of the Prometheus blood code you need to get some of the other abilities. So coming here and going through the ruined city will get you all of the Prometheus vestiges, but as well as the Hunter vestiges, which you need to get some of the other abilities from Prometheus. So from this point on, if I just go back and restore everything, I'll have access to all of the abilities and passives from the Prometheus blood code, which is really good considering this is the beginning of the run. Like, well, the beginning of the playthrough, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's a better word for it. We are barely coming here to the dried up trenches, which is going to be for the next video, by the way. But think about it. We have access to a good blood code with a crap ton of abilities by the time we make it to the trenches. Like, the beginning of the game, you know? One-handed builds are pretty nice to start, actually. Because you get access to some good stuff pretty early on. So this all around, this should be a pretty good playthrough, not going to lie. But yeah, this is the dried up trenches, but this is an area and an adventure for another time and another video. So for now, let's bring this one to its end. And that brings that journey to its end through the ruined city and the Butterfly of Delirium. What's next for me? Well, a lot of off-screen farming. I can't exactly progress, so I'm gonna have to do some like farming with whatever I have available. Now why, you ask? I gotta get a bunch of haze to get all of the abilities for Prometheus, but not only that, right? I have to get a bunch of old world material too to get the Enduring Crimson Sword that I want. So that's a lot of farming I'm gonna have to do, actually. Wow, that's gonna suck. But yeah, other than that, I just gotta restore some vestiges to get more abilities. Well, of course, to unlock them to begin with. When all that's done, our next video is going to take place in the dried up trenches. I should be pulling up there prepared, well, if not over prepared, actually. So that should be pretty fun. A run where we have a bunch of options and a bunch of abilities, because one-handed and two-handed runs are probably the easiest to start, in my opinion. But yeah, so that'll be next for us, the dried up trenches. So, as you know, my name is Stewie, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.